Hi, Christy and Rami. I want to go over all of your questions and show you, I think, what's happened. And again, I we just have some miscommunication. The first thing we were trying to do is to set up where every student in all of your different branches would come in their own URL, which we set up for them, which their own website, and then they could sign up, and in doing so, they would fill out all the student information that would be needed for them, and that information would enter into their profile, and you would have everything that you need. So what should have occurred is when you come to sign up, you're going to open up this information, and it's going to give you questions that the student fills out. Now, what has happened here is that this is not the form that we had talked about to be able to use. So let me come back here and show you when I look at this. So when you come down here to forms, you see this is the one here, this active one, the copy of account creation, and it asks certain information that's here. It asks about you, the country, but if you notice, it leaves out the name, it leaves out the student number, it leaves out a lot of information. My understanding was that if you were going to use this draft form, which we've made over here, this whole student information, this went through everything that you needed to create the full student record. So all you have to do, and see the difference here, here's your demographics, it gives the username, login, but also it gives their first name. They can have it in English as well here. It syncs all this stuff to the profile. If you wanted to add something else, here you were supposed to add like what kind of programs that you wanted. And here you could also add, something simple as what is your student ID number, if you want this. And then you can set, that could be required, that could sync to the profile, and we'll put that even in the nickname if you wanted to have that there. So you can do something like this. Now, so this is the form that we spent quite a bit of time working to build. So I'm not quite sure why this one that has a lot less information and being required is the one that got attached. Now remember to attach it to the email, all you had to do, or to attach it to that landing page, is you come into the branch. Here's the sub right here. We've made all these URLs for you. So here's the meets one. So you can come through here, and here's your custom form, and you would just choose which one that you wanted. So this one doesn't even have this one on it. So anyway, that's what you need to do. And I've made some videos on this, and we've gone over that before. So if you wanted to use that form, now the idea is that this form that has all the information would be sent out to all the branches. All the branches could then have their students come in and fill out that form. And to come in, all they have to do is just, go to that URL and just hit, as we talked right there at the very beginning, all they would have to do is, if they were in the meets branch, we've got different URLs for each one, and they would just come in and would just be able to hit that, and they'd fill out the information, and it would be done. And that way you could collect everything that you possibly needed. So I think that's one of the first questions, and so I am slightly puzzled myself as to how that changed from the understanding. And then obviously we aren't picking up student numbers, we're not picking up anything. So now when you come in and you're looking at what's syncing, it's not the computer's fault, the computer is putting in what it's given, but you can see here, you're not even given the student's name because you didn't ask for it. So if you don't ask for it in that form, it's not going to do it. And so then this will show you, when you come in here, you can see there's just Arabic is the only thing that's been chosen, because that's, let's see, our account settings. So we have an email, but later on you could ask the WhatsApp. We have all these different options for you. So that's the first question, and I want to say that's probably the first thing you need to decide on. That sets up your entire student information system then and puts everybody in it at once. So, and that's what our understanding was you wanted, and we worked pretty hard to make sure that that was all ready and sent that. And I know Rami had sent out those URLs, but maybe didn't understand which one to attach. So that's the first one. I'll go through the other questions as well.